Hello?
Hello. How are
Can
you?
you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Where are you calling us from? I know you guys are out on tour. Where are you calling us from today?
We're currently in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Wisconsin. So we have got some great guests with us today. They join us live. GFM is with us, and we talked with them when they played at the Temple in Wichita, Kansas, several months ago. And they are going to be coming back to the Temple July 18th, performing with Static X. And they are amazing. And they join us today here via the magic of the old Skype, the old Skype-a-rooney. And GFM, how are you? How are you, ladies?
we are good.
We're on our day off, so we're just laying around all day.
You're on the day off. Hey, that's, what you guys are as busy as you guys are. A day off, I'm sure, is a welcome sight.
Yeah, it's literally just us sleeping and doing laundry all day.
That's it. It's just it's that simple. GFM with us today. They of course are on the Twitter machine. If you want to go follow them, the GFM band, and the girls join us today here on our broadcast. They are amazing. They are beauty core. They have their brand new EP. They put out so much energy they could power a small city. You guys, when I seen you guys perform when we covered your show in Wichita, when you guys opened for Fozzy, wow. At the end of that performance, I'm like, there's another band coming out? I'm like, that should have been the end of it. Wrap it up. Tell Fozzy they can come back tomorrow night. And we'll just, because, good Lord, you guys constantly moving around on stage. Constantly, making stuff happen. Wow. Just amazing. So, how much sleep do you guys get a day?
Not enough.
Yeah, it really depends on like show days and stuff. When we had the bus on that tour, it was really nice because we were able to like actually sleep while we were driving. But
yes,
unfortunately, that's not our bus. And so right now we're touring in our van, and so we have to get up really early from hotels to make the drive and stuff. So it depends on how far the drive is. That is always the determining factor.
GFM is with us today, and they are amazing. They are a three-piece metal band of sisters. The entire family is in on this experience. I'm just amazed. You guys had this VIP meet and greet that we went to, and your fans are amazing. They love you guys. They show up in droves. They wear like the GFM merchandise, like they're part of a gang. It's like it's like this is just amazing. So the thing I've been trying to figure out, and I know when we talked to you guys in Wichita, you guys were going to be getting ready to go out on other tours. You're going to be there July 18th with Static X. How much time do you have off from the Fozzy tour to the Static X tour?
So we had, I think, like a 2-week break, and then we did a 2-week run, like just doing our own shows and doing festivals, and then going with a band called Liliac. And then we had another 2-week break. And then now we're back on the road doing festivals, playing with a band called Islander, playing with Static X, playing with a band called Seventh Day Slumber, and then I think we might get a month off. I think that's the most we have off, and then we hit the road with Fozzy. So
wow, that is awesome. We have got they are busier than a goat in a hailstorm. GFM with us today. So you guys have one of your fan favorite tunes is "Give Me a Sign." This thing has over 500,000 plays on Spotify. Tell me a little bit about the success of this song.
Yeah, this song just because we never thought that it would like do anything, just because we never thought GFM would be like this big thing, and so just all of the milestones that we're reaching is just so incredible to us, and just we're super excited about everything. And that song got picked up by a couple Spotify like editorial playlists, and people just loved it. It was on like Pop Punk's Not Dead and like New Blood and stuff like that, and people were just freaking out and like loving it and listening to it and saying that it was like a resurgence of like Paramore like back in the old days and stuff like that. And we tried to have this big like storyline music video and make our own little like graphic novel universe that we're hoping to do more stuff with in the future.
Awesome.
And so people just flocked to it and they loved it. And then when we played it live, we really wanted to like up the like pop punk aspect of it and make it more just a fun song. Just because the recorded version is more like a progressive rock, more like modern rock, but live it is very much like old pop punk, like early 2000s pop punk. And we throw cupcakes in the crowd and people.
Oh yeah, the cupcakes are over. The cupcakes are so over. People love the heck out of those things.
Yeah, and especially at live we're able to use like the real ones, and so they smear the frosting on them like they call it Cupcake War Survivors, and it's like war paint and stuff. But it's just
That's
smeared
awesome.
icing. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so sticky.
That's awesome. I know that was one of the things that I thought was incredible about your performance in Wichita was the cupcakes. People love those cupcakes. Those cupcakes are big time over. I will have to say though that one of the things that Big Will had mentioned, I think he either mentioned it to your dad or somebody backstage that was with your crew. He said, whoever that cupcake person is, they need to get a little bit more. They need to have that box open when they hit the stage because it kind of slowed things down.
Yeah, we try to have different people every time, and so some people are they don't understand like the intenseness of it, and then they just get in like shock on stage, and then they just stand there for a second. They're like, "Oh my goodness, what's going on?"
That's right.
And they pelt it like they're like.
I know we're like, okay, you have to throw them soft. Like you don't want to hurt these people. Like these are cupcakes, like going straight at their head.
That's right. Well, and I'll tell you one of the things. If anybody watches you girls perform more than one or two songs, you better have your A game up as far as the energy goes, because you can't get out on that stage and freeze. This is, you guys are moving, and it was so hard to take photos of you guys because I think you guys must move 5 or 6 times during a song. You never stand still.
We definitely try to make it where we make it a challenge for photographers, and it's our challenge. If you can get like a clear photo of us, then like you made it.
So tell me a little bit about the stage show that you guys do besides the cupcakes. Just tell me a little bit about the stage show itself.
Yeah, we love incorporating like the cab screens and making them match whatever album is currently out. And like Lou's drum set is built to look like cupcakes, and it has LED lights in it, and we have these big ego risers, and we try to make different elements on stage to give it dimension. And so it's not just us like standing on a flat stage. Like we can go up on a riser, we can like jump around and do a lot of stuff because we want to get the fans involved, and we want to make it this bigger than life experience. And we want to make it a night for people to remember. And so if the audience is jumping, if we're all screaming together, if we're all like clapping our hands at the same time, you can like just drop your burdens for even 45 minutes just at a show. That's our
Yeah.
goal, and we want to make it a safe space for people to just come and have that release. And that's our goal. And as Christians, we also want to share our message from stage, but we also don't want
Yes.
to force it on anybody's throats. And so, just to have that safe space for people, even if you don't believe the same thing as we are, that's our definite goal. And we want to make it a fun night, and we want to make it an easy thing for people to come to, especially with everything that's been going on recently in the world.
Well, there is a shot, by the way, if you get a chance, go to the GFM band on Twitter. You have got to see this shot of, when was this taken? On July 10th. There had to be, 5,000-6,000 people in this crowd. That is, you guys are standing with your back to the crowd, and this crowd just goes on forever. What do you guys think of the reception that you get out when you go out on the road, and the fact that whether it's young, old, male, female, in between, everybody, they love GFM.
It's definitely the coolest thing, because like we said, when we started this, when we were really little kids, it was always a dream of ours, but we never knew how far we were going to be able to take it. And the bigger the crowds get and the more they grow, it's just you see the fruits of your labor. You see just all the hard work you're putting in finally paying off, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like, yes, these people love our music, but also at the same time, they're here because it makes them feel something. And
Yes.
it is that space for them to just be part of something. And we've each had our own experiences where we felt like we didn't belong. And our goal with GFM is to make it a place where people can come when they feel like they don't have family, when they feel like they don't have friends, when they feel like they don't have anywhere to go. You can run to GFM. And so to see that many people coming, it's just like, oh, we are making a difference. This is the coolest thing ever.
Yep. GFM is going to be in Wichita, Kansas, July 18th at Temple Live. They're going to be performing with Static X, and they are just absolutely amazing. If you have never seen them live, you are missing out, because they are high energy. They are a lot of fun. They don't take themselves too seriously. They are the furthest thing from egomaniacs. I love GFM. From the first time I seen them live when they played with Fozzy, I'm looking forward to the show at Temple Live. I know that Big Will, as soon as that show was over with, he's like, man, them girls put on a hell of a show. He was quite impressed with you guys. And what is kind of the reaction that people give you guys when they either have never seen you live and then they watch the performance, or they've seen you live and they keep coming back for more? What is the reaction and the reception to that?
It is always something along those lines, and just shock and not understanding like where that sound is coming from, because we do wear cheerleader uniforms on stage, and we're these little girls, and so they're expecting like pop music or something, and so when we come out and scream in your face, and like we're shredding and we're playing these like massive like riffs and stuff, and then just like jumping in the crowd and like mass chaos on stage, they're just like, what is going on? What is happening right now?
Yes.
But I can't look away. And so it's always that just, I wasn't expecting this, but this is my favorite thing now. Oh my goodness. Like, just all over the place.
Yeah. You guys are great. I'm just totally impressed. As far as the musical instruments, why did you guys pick the certain musical instruments that you pick? What attracted you guys to these?
We picked them when we were really little, so I don't know. I guess it's child
Intuition.
Intuition, I guess. Like, I always knew I wanted to play guitar. Lulu always knew she wanted to play drums. Maggie stuck with piano. Our parents wanted to introduce us to music at a young age, just like as a really good outlet for us to have to express ourselves. But I did not like piano, so I always wanted guitar. But Maggie we kind of just gave her the bass. We were like, hey, learn how to play bass. But yeah, we just always kind of knew.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, before we let you guys go and let you get back to actually having a day off, what is the best spot to send people if they want to get the full GFM experience?
Definitely any of our social media pages. We're very active on everything. It's all the GFM band, so it's super easy to find us. We're constantly posting tour dates. We're posting, behind the scenes footage and like vlogging experiences and stuff that we're having where, we're backstage and this is what backstage looks like. This is what it looks like from our point of view on stage, and this is what the crowd looked like if you didn't get to come to the show. Or, here's like this random Bigfoot thing we found and we're going on like in a Bigfoot adventure on the days off. Like
That's awesome.
stuff like that. And, just trying to make it to where you guys can see, the other side of being in a band, like when it's not performing on stage and when it's not doing interviews, and you're trying to make it to where, you guys have a little bit of an insight into what our life looks like. And so it's just, we're very active on everything. We want to try and make sure we're just always available to talk to people. And, if you guys need a shoulder to cry on, if you need somebody to listen, if you want to talk about the newest Stranger Things episode, like even like silly stuff, we want to be able to talk with people because you guys are our community and you guys are our family. And, that it's more than just fans and listeners, and we want to take it farther than that. And so that's why we run everything. That's why we're active on everything. But definitely check our website. Everything is like I said, the GFM band. The website's thegfmband.com. It's got our tour dates. It's got bio information about how we started and, different charting that we've gotten and everything that we've achieved and stuff like that. So just look up the GFM band online and all the links will show up there, and you can just do your own deep dive and pick your poison of what's your favorite social media page.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you guys are tremendous. Thanks for doing this, and I look forward to chatting with you guys soon, and thanks for making some time for us today. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful day, and good luck on the Static X tour.
Thank you.
Thank you much. Talk to you guys soon. There goes GFM, and they are amazing, and if you want to check them out, they are going to be at the Temple in Wichita, Kansas, July